Like dogs, cats look very different from people but share many of our body's characteristics, such as a circulatory system, lungs, a digestive tract, a nervous system, and so on. Breeds and body size. There are many different breeds of cats, including Abyssinian, Himalayan, Maine Coon, Manx, Persian, Scottish Fold, and Siamese, to name a few. The Cat Fanciers Association, which is the world's largest registry of pedigreed cats, recognizes about 40 distinct breeds. The most familiar cats are the domestic shorthair and the domestic longhair, which are really mixtures of different breeds. Cat breeds differ in looks, coat length, and other characteristics but vary relatively little in size. On average, only 5 to 10 pounds separate the smallest and largest domestic breeds of cats. Metabolism. Cats also share the rapid metabolism that dogs have, which results in a higher heart rate, respiratory rate, and temperature than those of people. Cats generally live longer than dogs, and many live to be 20 years old or older. Temperature regulation. Cats are better at conserving heat than at cooling themselves, although their small size relative to their large surface area makes for more effective cooling than in dogs. Cats lose heat through external radiation. They have some sweat glands that aid in evaporative cooling, and licking their fur further improves this process. Heat is also lost through panting, although this is not as effective a method of cooling as it is in dogs. Cats typically also seek dark, cool places to shelter themselves from the heat of the day. As with all animals, cats should never be shut in cars or other hot, confined spaces. This can lead to heat stroke and death. The senses. Cats have the same 5 senses as people do but to very different degrees. Some senses are much better developed than in people. Sight. Cats have keen vision, they can see much more detail than dogs. Concentrated in the center of the retina of the eye, a specific type of cell called a cone gives cats excellent visual acuity and binocular vision. This allows them to judge speed and distance very well, an ability that helped them survive as hunters. However, although the cone cells are also responsible for color vision, it is uncertain whether cats can see colors. Like dogs, cats also have a lot of the retinal cells called rods, which are good at collecting dim light. In fact, cats can see 6 times better in dim light than people, giving rise to the myth that cats can see in the dark. Cats also have a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which magnifies incoming light and lends a characteristic blue or greenish glint to their eyes at night. A unique feature of both canine and feline eyes is the nictitating membrane, which is also called the third eyelid. This additional eyelid is a whitish-pink color and is found under the other eyelids in the inside corner, near the nose, of the eye. The third eyelid extends up when needed to protect the eyeball from scratches, such as while traveling through brush, or in response to inflammation. Hearing. Cats are very sensitive to sound, with a range of hearing both above and below the range of frequencies that can be detected by people. They can hear better than people and even better than most dogs. Feline hearing also acts as a direction finder, which is useful for hunting purposes. Cats generally turn their heads toward the direction of the sound while listening to pinpoint the location. The ear canal of cats is deeper and more tapered than in people. This deeper canal is subject to buildup of dirt and wax that can lead to inflammation and secondary infection. Although to a lesser degree than in dogs. The semicircular canals, which are found within the inner ear, are filled with fluid and are important for maintaining balance. These are highly developed in cats, accounting for their agility and excellent sense of balance. Cats can usually determine their body position at all times and can rapidly right themselves when falling, which explains the origin of the phrase. Most cats are excited by the smell of catnip, a plant that is a member of the mint family. However, not all cats react in the same way. Some become manic, others roll and purr, others are minimally affected. This herb is harmless and can be given to your cat either directly or as part of a catnip toy or bowl. Locomotion. The muscles, tendons, joints, ligaments, and spine of cats are extremely flexible, making them agile hunters. Cats can walk, run, leap, twist, and even roll into a ball. They can leap long distances and twist in mid-air to obtain a better angle of attack. The feline bones that are comparable to the long bones of our hands and feet are located in the cat's lower legs. The angular hock in the hind legs is comparable to the ankle in people. Their normal gait is a pace, in which both legs on one side move together. Pads and nails. As in dogs, the bottom of the paw in cats is covered by thick, resilient pads that cushion the foot and help provide a secure grip on many types of surfaces. Cats have claws that are much more highly adapted and complex than in the dog. Feline claws are very sharp and curved, which makes it easier to grasp prey while hunting or to slash during fights over territory. A more permanent solution is a declaw surgery, in which the front claws are completely removed, including the dew claw, which has no function but can potentially snag and break. Although the surgery is controversial and prohibited in some areas, there is no evidence that it increases behavioral problems such as biting or failure to use a litter box. If you choose to declaw your cat, this procedure should be done before the cat is around 6 months of age. It is not recommended for adult or older cats. Declawed cats can have trouble climbing and defending themselves and should not be let outdoors. Skin and hair. Feline skin, like that of people and dogs, has an outer layer called the epidermis that is constantly being replaced, and an inner layer called the dermis that contains nerves and blood vessels, oil glands, and hair follicles. The oil glands secrete sebum that coats and protects the fur, giving it a glossy sheen. Feline skin is more sensitive than human skin.